Without words, this is a soundtrack from a Korean movie that I had watched when I was a child. It sounds like this. Da 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 da. I don't know why I like you, and don't know why I miss you. I just know that I feel blue, and just know that I wish you here. How come? Is it something people call love? I am looking for one day that's very close to these days. You will come back and tell me that you really miss me too. And we can start a true relationship. Actually, the soundtrack and the lyrics is made from Korean songs, but this one is my melody. I converted into the story of mine in English. Okay, we have the idiom feel blue, it means that you feel sad. I just know why I feel blue. Okay, Whitney Houston is also the singer who sings blue. She sings blue, that means this or sing all the sad songs. And just know that I wish you here. That. Okay, this one is the that clause. After that, and after that, it has the full sentence like this. That I wish you here. I is the subject, wish is the verb, and you is the object. Wish you here. And normally, that clause is then behind the mental process verbs, which are like believe, think, know, hope, and etc. Okay, after know, that is that clause. And the that clause is after that, there is the full sentence. How come? How come did you do that to me? How come? How come? Why? Tell me why. Why me? How come? How come is also mean that why did you do that to me? How come that happened? It is something people call love. Is it? Okay, that is the question. So we put to be at the beginning of the sentence. Is it something? Is it something people call love? Interrogative, another word that we use to talk about the question, that is interrogative with to be. Interrogative with to be. Interrogative is also like another word of question. So we have past tense. In past, we have words and were for to create the question, and in present, we have three to be, is, and are. It depends on the subject that we use with which to be, correspondent to which to be. For example, I, he, she, it, we use with words for the past tense, and you, we, they, we use with were for the past tense. And for the present tense, I am, he, she, it, we use with is. We use with is. And you, we, they, we use with are. Expect. It also means that what do you expect? It also means looking for something, look for something, looking forward to something. That is, I wait for something to happen. I'm looking forward to one day. Actually, in my lyrics, I sing that I am looking for one day, not I am looking forward to one day, because it sounds too much. So I am looking for one day. Looking for is like searching, but looking forward to is like expect. You wait for something to happen. That's really close to these days. This one is look like that clause that we heard before, but in fact, it has the different name. We call it this relative clause. Relative clause is like the clause that put between two single sentences, so that we can combine the sentence become the complex one instead of we write two separated sentences, single sentences. For example, for this case, one day stand for one day is a noun, and that it stands for one day. Instead of we separate the sentence like I am looking forward to one day, full stop. The day is really close to these days. Okay, we don't have to repeat one day or paraphrases to the day, but we can combine two sentences with that. And now that stands for one day. One day is really close to these days, like that. And other relative clause like we can see here, which I will bring with me whenever I go. The dog. So now the dog, a dog is a noun, and the entire which I will bring with me whenever I go is also explanation for the dog, a dog in front of it. And how about who? Who lives across the street? The student who lives across the street. So this one is also relative clause. Who is stand for the student. And it's also it's also placed as the subject of a sentence. Like for example, we can separate this sentence into two single ones. Like student lives across the street, and he gets late to class. So without the like a relative clause, relative object, so we need to add one more subject for the sentence, for two separate sentences. The lady whose hair is in burn is so beautiful. Okay. And we can see that most of the time after the relative clause, because the relative word it plays as the like the subject already. So after relative clause, after the relative word, normally it has verb go right after it. But for this, the student whom warned earlier, or like which I will bring with me whenever I go. So why those here they have the full sentence just like that clause, because like the entire clause is become the noun already. So it's not the like the full structure like this. But when after that, after relative clause with that, you can see that I love books that make me cry. So at that time, that it plays for books, and after that, it has a verb right after it. You will come back and tell me. You will come back and tell me that you really miss me too. So this one is that clause, because after that it has the full sentence, but the above is relative clause, and some special case after relative clause there is a full sentence, but just the name. So I think that if you care about grammar, so you will search on the internet and learn further about this. Okay, that clause normally it goes after verb, after meton verb. And we can start a true relationship. True relationship. Relationship. Whenever we have a account, social account like Facebook, they often ask about our relationship, like whether we're single, marriage, or widow, like that, or separate. So that is the relationship. A true relationships, there are a lot of definitions on the internet about true relationship. Um, how is it? It depends on your point of view. Okay, but I think this one is interesting, so I share the image here with you. A true relationship has tears, yes. They love each other, but sometimes they also feel upset about each other, disappointed also, fight, trust, of course, faith, pain, arguments, patience, jealousy, and most importantly, love, of course. True relationships have emerged in love. So we can share to each other, we can tell to each other anything. But in case that we share too much and sometime the other person will hurt us by what they said, by the words. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll be on to see you soon.